We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Aviators of Rio de Janeiro taking on the Houston Texans. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
A little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
79 Broncos. Go.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So opening drive 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and that is incomplete. Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of '85. But then they'd never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's 3rd year, playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
Hurt. Ready?
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6, and it was the visiting Texans who came away with a victory. So they'll look to take the season series if they can win here in Houston. Now it's 2nd and 10. Stroud off the play fake. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal.
18 Cardinals. Hey, smash Broncos. Go.
They'll run here with Pierce. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on first and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Go, Champ. Bronco 80. Ready.
Now Stroud. Rolling to his right. Gets the dump off to Pierce. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Big Lion. 70 Lions. Check. Hurt. Get up.
Pierce is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. So Charles already down 7-0 early. They opt to take a shot there on the first play of scrimmage, but that plan backfires.
That feels a little bit like last week's loss lingering into this game, doesn't it? You know, you're down 7 already. You lost last week. It's almost like they were trying to get it all back in one shot, trying to take a big chunk play right out of the gate.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
On second down, here's Pierce. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
we go. Check.
Stroud sets up the play action. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
It's 3rd and goal.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
A 5-yard pickup brings up 4th down and goal.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. C.J. Stroud taking it in from a yard out. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping up.
A big rush by the Texans, and they block it. And that pressure there came from his left side. Maybe could have sped up the release, but he couldn't get it off in time.
And truthfully, the speed should be consistent each and every time. It should be quick mechanics. The best punters are the ones who can catch it, 1 step, and get rid of the football. Those are the ones you want. Anything more than 1 step in the NFL, you're flirting with disaster.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
Buying time to his left. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans take the block punt and convert it into 6 points. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate. I feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Allen going to throw. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Allen now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
Well, you've certainly got to be on your toes defensively when you're facing Josh Allen. He can hit you from any angle. He's got arguably the strongest arm in the business, and he uncorks a deep one here. But that one falls incomplete.
Now Allen again. Open man is Burks, and he's got him. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
1st down, Aviators.
Hands it off out of the gun. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
They'll start the drive here with an end around. And he's got some space here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, How about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, check that, street.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
18, Pioneer.
Throwing now is Stroud. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2, much more manageable.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
That's complete to Pierce. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. They've got his man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Allen going to change this at the line. Throwing on 1st down. Allen. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Play action. Stroud now. Blitz coming And down he goes. They called the corner blitz, and Roger McCreary, he got in there and earned the sack. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Here we go.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Ready?
They'll run with Holmes. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to... line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of... And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's back. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. His throw incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Stroud. And he is caught. And he is going to have the Texans first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. I got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one. I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Texans have opened the lead up to 30. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide.
On 2nd down now, it's Wise. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Give every member of that unit a ton of credit for ripping off such a big gain there because you don't get free for that many yards on a counter or misdirection without everybody selling the heck out of it.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And the Texans are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. 54 yards for him on the ground now and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 4. And they'll go on the ground. Room here to run. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And Stroud now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Comes up 2nd and 2 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and a couple.
Dragon 60.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. He finds his man, complete. That's back. And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Stroud. He'll buy some time right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. That's Samuel, caught left side. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now it's 3rd and 4.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Stroud looking to throw. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Hey!
A run now with Holmes. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year and 4th overall. And the Texans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they've built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And here comes a return. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give him a red light? Do you keep them in? Green light, let them go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what I remember from that meeting? He brought donuts.
I like him.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
But he's not happy right now.
No, and don't tell everyone how many I had.
Smash Bronco! Go!
On the carry, it's Holmes. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard.
Go, Chap. Go, Chap.
Debo going in motion left.
Ready.
Pierce now up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
The Texans on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 26-yard.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 2nd down. It's Wise, and a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down. Now Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. Throwing now is Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down.
56, 56.
Here's Allen. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Let's go now.
Here's third and a few inches.
Go, Reed. Go. Ready.
Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 67 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go again with Pierce. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Got it. Ready?
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Give to Pierce. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Panther Street. Panther Street. Ready.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll fake the jet sweep, and now Stroud to throw off play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And now here is another interception. And the Texans will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play